Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. Now you will be able to find this video and all my other Conquest video guides on my SWGOH for Life tool website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. They will link in the description below, because as I'll be playing through Conquest, I'll keep adding more videos through all the future sectors as well. So it's just kind of an easy way to come back and, check any of those videos out whenever you need to. So in this one, I'll be doing mini boss and final boss battles here for you, just showing you some of the teams that I was able to get to work here. Now I've already done Sector 1 and Global Feats while playing through Sector 1 video guide. Again, they will link in the description below to that video if you're interested. But now let's just get started with the mini boss here in Sector 1. It was quite straightforward, at least for me. So at this point I only had Amplify Agony data discs equipped, so that's all what I had, but probably I don't think is even needed, because the mini boss battle here is, to be honest, the enemies aren't really that threatening. So we got some mishmash team there. So we got 2 feats to complete. So one, you have to use bounty hunters, and other ones you're not allowed to use bounty hunters. So there is absolutely no way to complete this in a single battle. So you do have to win with Cad, Bane and Aurra surviving. So this is the battle I'll do first. In terms of modifiers, it just seems like there's just got a standard Sith modifier, so nothing really too crazy here. And yes, they're over prepared. That's okay, I think. Alright, so I just bring up my bounty hunter. So I'm going with Aurra lead, and then let's go ahead and add Bosk. Probably want to bring Grief, Mando, and then yeah, we need Cad Bane as well for the feat. Now depending obviously of how highly geared your bounty hunters are, this may be a little bit more challenging or not, but for my guys it was quite straightforward, to be honest. Okay, so here we go. Let's see who's gonna go first. Oh, they're going first because they're over prepared, putting a few hits on us, not a problem. Let's go ahead, get a taunt up, get a mass assist over here. So whenever you're using this mass assist from Grief, try to time it in a way that you defeat an enemy, because then you will gain health steal up as well for your guys. I will first disintegrate Marauder, because we do have this health steal up feat here in Sector 1. So try to time it. This was a little bit here stalling out, see if I could time it. But these guys are more durable than it seems, to be honest, because of their modifier. Every time you defeat one of their allies, they become more and more durable. But we will very quickly get through them. Grief will keep everybody alive without any issues, and Mando is just disintegrating enemies one by one. So there you go, the first feat out of the door, no complications here. Both Aurra and Cad surviving without any issues. So now we have the no bounty hunter feat, and because we do have this Old Republic global feat, Old Republic Sector 1 feat, no leader as well, global feat. I just used my Old Republic led by Canderous here to get the no bounty hunter feat done as well. So there we go, here they are. Okay, I'll just hop in the battle now. Now obviously Canderous is not a Jedi, but even if he dies off, because if you probably completed bounty hunter battle first, you probably 3-star that anyway, so it doesn't really matter if Canderous dies off. I'm just going after Sith Marauder first here. Again, because I think he's probably the biggest damage dealer, I would say. The other guys are there just for the show, to be honest. Let's call Canderous. There we go. Working in combination with Amplify Agony, actually doing some damage here with your guys. Here, 1 hit, 2 hit, almost got him. Do an AoE, get stagger. Okay, so there we go. So as you can see, pretty straightforward. Once Marauder is out, they don't have any damage dealer. I'm just gonna burn through them. It'll take a couple of minutes, as again they're quite durable because of their modifier. Going after Sith Commando next, because he's got an AoE. Sith Assassin keeps hiding in stealth, so probably have to go through tanks first. Oh, I was actually able to mark her there. Okay, try to finish her. There we go, and just down to the final Sith soldier. And this completes now both feats quite easily here. I don't see many complications here, to be honest. Obviously, if you do have Galactic Legends, you can go ahead and use them, but it was quite straightforward without Galactic Legends. Okay, so up next we got the final boss here in Sector 1, and oh boy, mini boss was so easy. This one not easy at all. It's not that the enemies themselves are that powerful, it's just the characters we have to use in order for them to survive, just the combination of those characters just does not work together at all. It actually works against the whole things. I'll talk about it as I go through the details now here. Let's just first kick off by showing you the data disk I'm having. So I have Amplify Agony, Critical Support, Caustic Emission, another Amplify Agony. Now from what I observed, I think Amplify Agony doesn't really do a whole lot of damage in this particular battle, so I don't think I have that amazing data disk set, the most optimal data disks here for this battle. So what I will do, actually, I do have this protection med pack consumable, because you know you get some of these consumables for free as you're playing through sector 1 here, so either health or extra protection will definitely help, especially you know those weaker Night Sisters that we don't have relic up survive, because the boss does have an AoE and can get around taunts. Now we don't have a lot of information about the characters here, so before I show you any further battle gameplay and everything, I just want to quickly explain you their abilities. So the boss here is a very tricky one. It can attack up to 3 times per turn, so that's why sometimes you will see him just going boom 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 boom, just taking so many hits. So definitely that's why I'm bringing in Hans, so you can stun him, because on top of that the boss is counter-attacking and cannot be ability blocked, feared, or death mark and cooldown increase, but at least you can stun him. That's why if you don't have Galactic Legends, I think Han here is a great option, because you can just stun him to, you know, stop him from like doing an AoE and taking out one of your weaker Night Sisters. The droids themselves, they don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do have a special attack. Now luckily this special attack starts on cooldown, however because they're very fast, they will quite quickly get to use this ability, and most importantly this ability will inflict death mark, and obviously death mark will prevent revives. So if they wouldn't have death mark here mechanic, you could just go in with a full Night Sister team and Zaalbar, and then you got Daka reviving. She's got 30% chance to revive non-Night Sister allies, so you could do something with full Night Sister team, but death mark will prevent this. And you know there's no way of avoiding Zaalbar from getting death mark, really, just because he will taunt automatically whenever one of your allies falls below 100% health, which is slightly annoying. I tried, you know, doing zombie, but you know sometimes they would go after zombie, but eventually they would put death mark as well on Zaalbar, and that, you know, he wasn't able to survive. So definitely a little bit of a tricky mechanic there, interaction between the characters. Now in terms of feats, you have to win with Talia, Night Sister Initiative and Zaalbar surviving, and then win without using Jedi, Sith or unaligned Force users in your squad. Now I'll show you 3 battles here for you actually today. The first one will be with Han and Chewie as the 4th and 5th characters, and actually I was able with that particular setup to complete both feats in a single battle. I needed, I think, like 3 attempts in order for RNG to align. So if you do have Galactic Legends, I would say don't waste your energy trying to get this done. Just throw in your Galactic Legend first, and then just any other team there for the Hokey Religions feat. If you're struggling with any of these feats, I would say just leave it, don't get stuck on it. You can come back later at the end of the Conquest if you need these 3 extra key cards when you have more data disk, and also then community as a whole, I'm pretty sure will come up with some better teams and better disc and consumable combos to get this done as well with some lower gear Night Sisters. But anyway, let's go now in the first battle. In terms of modifiers, nothing really to be crazy here. I mean, protocol, it doesn't really do much, to be honest, I think, this modifier. Anyway, just showing you here my team. I'm going with Talia. She's got lead at least, right? Probably I should have remodded my characters to make them, you know, faster, more durable, but I was just too lazy to do that. Like, I don't like to remod characters unless I have to, because, you know, it takes time, you have to move mods back and so on. So the only character that I actually did mod up was actually Zaalbar. So how you want to have him modded is for max protection, because once he's death mark, right, death mark deals damage based on health. Now ideally, if you want to even optimize his mods further, instead of using health sets, you could put defense sets on him with all protection primaries, and this will obviously allow him to survive much longer. But I didn't have that kind of set quite ready with Belwall, so just went with health set with protection primaries, so we can kind of minimize the impact of death mark that this will have. Alright, let's roll the battle here now. It's gonna be pretty straightforward once you do get this lined up. Just go after the boss first. Almost got him down. Maybe if you have high relic on your Han and Chewie, you could quite easily get them down. There you go, boss goes down already. This was good to have their, I guess, tenacity over on your Chewie, so he can resist the daze from the boss. Boss, he will not return the battle, he's just kind of standing there, so now just kind of going through here. Droids, as you can see, they will very quickly get to apply death mark on my Zaalbar. I think one more turn, yep, so let's see if we can get first droid out before they apply death mark. Okay, got some assists, there we go, droid number 1 down, going after droid number 2 here. Just gonna do basic, and here comes the death mark, but luckily, you know, we should be able to stay alive here. Okay, keep going after the droid, see if we can get him out. 1 hit, 2 hit. Okay, yeah, because you can see we are not doing any damage at all, even Chewbacca. So it looks like that here the enemies are immune to health-based damage. That's why, like, Amplify Agony Data Disc don't do anything. But I was able to get the second droid out as well, and there you go, one team, all feats done in a single battle. But again, if you do have Galactic Legend, you know, because it took me 3 attempts to line this up, so I think it's better that you do what I'll show you next. But here I just wanted to show you that you can get it done as well. So if you do have Rey, she will actually be great here, just because she can keep Zaalbar alive. And then the rest of the team, you can just use Night Sisters, and obviously their Daka can revive them. Because the main thing here is really keeping Zaalbar alive, because he will get death mark, right? But in combination with Rey, keep spamming lifeblood on Zaalbar, he'll be able to tank as long as you need him to. While other Night Sisters, even if they would be like very low gear and they get, you know, one shot with the AoE from the boss, it doesn't even matter as long as your Daka is geared enough that she can take that AoE. She'll just be able to keep reviving them over and over again, your weaker Night Sisters. And as you can see, Zaalbar here, he's taking all the hits without any issues, thanks from live breath from Rey. So there you go, AoE there, finished off initiative. You know, if my Talia wouldn't be gear 12, she probably got killed there as well, but it doesn't even matter because Daka will revive them. There we go, here they come. So that's the overall strategy here. I'm just gonna speed up the footage here. Get to your ultimate, all whirlwind, to finish off the boss. There we go. Nice, and I'll just go ahead, finish off one droid now. So just gonna get down the second droid, and then you want to line up a whirlwind for the final droid. But before you do use whirlwind, now I will have whirlwind available on my next turn. I will go ahead, use Daka, bring back, and droids, they don't have AoE, so they're just stuck behind Zaalbar constantly. Lifeblood is keeping him alive. Whirlwind will finish off the droid, and there you go. This was very easy to complete here with Rey. And then for the other feat where you're not supposed to use Sith, Jedi, or Online Force user, you can just use whatever. I just thought, you know, I'm going to use here Bounty Hunters, see if I can line up another health steal up from Grief just for fun. I love to use my Bounty Hunters, but you can use anything, to be honest, whatever you like. It doesn't even matter. I'm sure there are other teams that can get this done very easily as well. I just had Bounty Hunters ready to go, so I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead, do this. There you go, contract triggered, blow up droid number 1. Okay, so you know, you don't have to kill the boss first. It looks like you can go after the droids as well, it doesn't even matter. So there you go, taking down the boss as well. And let's see if Disintegrate will kill the droid. Yes, it will. And there you go, that's how you can then also, you know, just easily complete the other feat also. And there you go, guys, that's all for today's mini boss and final boss battle. It was quite easy and straightforward. You know, if you do have Galactic Legend, I'm sure other Galactic Legend will do well. I just thought if you do have Rey, she's great. She can keep Zaalbar alive, you know, does death mark, oh no death mark, and then she does ultimate, whirlwind. And then even though like the other Night Sisters would be like literally gear 1, level 1, it wouldn't matter, because once you take the boss out, the droids don't have AoEs, they get stuck behind Zaalbar, Rey's keeping him alive with lifeblood, and then just before you whirlwind the last remaining droid, Daka, just brings everybody back and they all survive. and then just, you know, for the other feat, just use whatever you've got. Really shouldn't be too difficult to complete. But if you do want to try out the Chewie hunt team I showed you, give it a go. But you know, it's gonna depend a little bit of RNG, like I needed 3 battles to get it done. So do use your Galactic Legends if you have them. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you find this video useful and helpful. I'll see you in Sector 2 video, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.